morning students. Today we will learn about properties of multiplication of whole numbers. Okay, in the last class we have seen properties of addition of whole numbers. In this class we will see multiplication of whole numbers. Okay, as usual in the what we have learned in the addition properties na same repeated here, but a few more properties will be there. See, first one is closure property. Second one is commutative property. Third one is associative law of multiplication. And fourth one is existence of multiplicative identity. So up to here is same. After that, multiplicative property of 0. What happens in the multiplication if you multiply with 0? That we will see here. That is also one property. And the next one is we will use both multiplication and addition. Okay, distributive law of multiplication over addition. Okay, both mathematical operations, multiplication and addition we have seen. We will going to see in this property here. Okay, see the first one, closure property. So what we have learned in addition, if you take any two whole numbers, the sum of the two whole numbers also again a whole number. The same thing here. If you take any two whole numbers and we do the product of the two whole numbers, the product whatever you get here now, that is also equal to the, that is again a whole number. Okay, see here I have taken for example a equal to 5, b equal to 6. I am doing the multiplication of a into b, so 5 into 6 equal to 30. 30 is also a whole number now. That's what. If you take any two whole numbers, the product of those two whole numbers is again a whole number. Okay, that is a closure property. Okay, now see commutative law of multiplication. So what is a commutative law? Commutative law means we will check with two numbers. So if you take any two whole numbers, the product of those two whole numbers, if you interchange them, if you interchange that whole numbers also, you will get the same answer. See, a into b equal to b into a. In place of a and b, see this example here. In place of a and b, I am taking here 6, 3. A equal to 6, b equal to 3. A equal to 6, b equal to 3. Then a into b. See, a into b equal to 6 into 3. What you will get here? It's 18. Now interchange that numbers. Do b into a. First write b, after that write a and do the multiplication. 3 into 6. And what you get here? 18. In both the cases you are getting here 18 only. So what we can say? A into b equal to b into a. So on the whole, commutative law is satisfied here. The multiplication of whole numbers is commutative. Okay. So just we are changing the sign here. In the addition properties we have used the sum, that is plus we have used, and here we are doing multiplication, so into. Okay, that's it. Now see associative law of multiplication. Associative means how many numbers you will take? 3. So here also I am taking 3 numbers. See, if a, b, c are any 3 whole numbers, then a into b into c. If we multiply first two numbers and then if you multiply the third number, that is equal to them. If we add first second one and third one, if you do the multiplication first, and if you do the multiplication with the first number, that time also you will get the same result. Okay, this is also we will see with one example here. A equal to 5, b equal to 2, c equal to 3. Then a into b into c equal to, so first a into b, 5 into 2 into 3. So what you get here? 30. So now interchange the brackets here. First I will do the multiplication of b into c. So 2 into 3 I have done here, and after that I am going to multiply with a, that is 5. 5 into 6. What you get here? 30. So in both the cases you get the same answer na? From this what we can say? A into b into c equal to a into b into c. Okay. So we have satisfied this associative law also. So in the last what we can write? Multiplication of whole numbers is also associative. Okay. Next we will see the next one, existence of multiplicative identity. Okay. See the fourth property, existence of multiplicative identity. Okay. So we have seen additive identity. See, right? So a plus 0 equal to 0 plus a equal to a. You will get that number a only. So 0 is the additive identity. Okay. So now here multiplication. So what will be the multiplicative identity? See, if a is any whole number, then a into 1 equal to 1 into a equal to a. If you get that number only, okay. if we get that number only if you multiply with any number. So that what you have multiplied here with 1. So that is called a multiplicative identity. So 1 is called the multiplicative identity for whole numbers. This is also we will see with one example. Here I am taking here a equal to 15. Okay. So now a into 1 I am doing here. So 15 into 1 equal to 15. You'll get that number only. That means a only, right? So now see 1 into a, just I am interchanging the places of these values here. So 1 into a, 1 into 15. That time also you will get 15 only. That means you get a only, right? So 1 is called the multiplicative identity for whole numbers. Understood? Now see the next one, multiplicative property of 0. What is the multiplicative property of 0? What happens if you multiply with 0 here? See, if I take any whole number a, then what happens a into 0, 0 into a. Just I am interchanging their places and doing this multiplication. What will you get here? 0 only. If you multiply with 0 any number, you will get 0 only. Whereas if you multiply with any number with 1, you will get that number only. So multiplicative identity is 1. And what is the property for 0 is 0 only. Okay. If you multiply any number with 0, you will get that number only. See, this is here is one example. A equal to 16. 16 into 0, you get 0. 0 into 16 also you will get 0. Understood? Okay. Now see distributive law of multiplication over addition. In this one, both addition and multiplication we are taking here. Distributive law of multiplication over addition. So what is this property? I am taking 3 values here, A, B, C, 3 whole numbers. And what I am doing here is A into B plus C. So if you first add B plus C and multiply with A, and that is equal to, if you do multiplication, here multiplication is applied to the bracket now. So we will individually multiply each and every number here. A into B and A into C. See, A into B plus, here in the bracket you have plus now. So I am placing here also plus. A into C. A, we have to multiply A with each and every number in the brackets. A into B, A into C. So that time also you will get the same answer. See this is also we can see with one example. I am taking A equal to 2, B equal to 4, C equal to 5. Then what will happen? A into B plus C. This first side I am doing here. A into B plus C. So A into, replace the values of A, B, C here. So 2 into B plus C will become 9. So 2 into 9 will be 18. Here we got 18 here. Now this side, on the right hand side we will check this one. First, what is the thing here? A into B. See, A into B. Replace the values. 2 into 4, you will get 8 here. And again A into C. A into C I am doing here. 2 into 5, you get here 10. Now A into B plus A into C. I am also doing that one. 8 plus, replace the values. A into B is 8 and A into C is 10. And do the addition. What you get here? 18. This is equal to this one only now. That's what. A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. Understood? Good. Thank you.